Hello and welcome to another football commentaries. Today we are doing a commentary on again the Bundesliga. Only league that's got running yet. Probably the biggest game of the season in in Bayern Munich, or should I say Dortmund versus Bayern Munich. Um, Massive fixture, not just in general as part of German culture in a way. In terms of the season, it's a massive game for both teams. Bayern 4 points ahead of Dortmund, no games in hand, no nothing. So this is the last time they play each other. So you say if Dortmund can push the gap to only 1 point, then obviously that's going to be huge. We are just 9 minutes away from kickoff. Just gonna get the stream out as well. Just getting the stream out. There we go, done. I'll go through the lineups soon. I was just getting the stream out there. That's why I just was quiet for a second. I like to start 10 minutes early so people can get in and just before the game. So I'm just getting the stream out there. To the Instagram, if you don't follow it, it's actually just the channel name, football commentary. So if I post what commentaries I'm doing next on there. Not I'm pretty active on there. So yeah, please follow that if you'd like. Just literally the channel name, football commentaries. So yeah, and if you're wondering as well, I've got the PSG shirt underneath. It was quite not very colour coordinated. This one white and blue, but yeah, 5-6 minutes away from the start from kickoff. So yeah, I'm hoping for some more goals because we've really been given some fantastic goal scoring games of late. So I'm hoping for the same as well. 4-0 Dortmund, Schalke, 5-2 Bayern, Frankfurt. That was a really enjoyable game to watch. Hoping for a little bit the same here today. Massive game, for both teams. It's literally the biggest game of the season. Full stop. There's no bigger game than this. Both goal scoring teams, 74 for Dortmund, 80 goals for Bayern Munich, and between them, Dortmund's only conceded 33. Bayern Munich only conceded 28. I think it's 11 clean sheets for both keepers, or I think it's actually 10 for Berkey. I wrote this down, but I feel like I got it wrong. I think I know what I've done here. Because Berkey has missed games this season. Hits has 3 in the league. Yeah, that makes sense. I thought I got that wrong there. Yeah, 3 clean sheets. So yeah, Dortmund have had 13 clean sheets this season. Bayern Munich have had 11, but that's all Neuer. Berkey's only had 10 clean sheets. Hits have had 3. Yeah. The BT Sport here that I'm watching, they're doing like Zoom calls to like certain fans. So they got some Bayern fans and Dortmund fans in a Zoom call. I've got a Scottish Dortmund fan there. A few Scottish Dortmund fans actually. The team I've chosen for this Bundesliga is Wolfsburg. I think they're 7th or 8th now. So I've not gone for like a big gun. I've followed them for ages. So no change there for me. As soon as I knew this Bundesliga was coming back, I was like Wolfsburg straight away. So we'll go through the lineups. Quickly. We've got Roman Berkey in goal for Borussia Dortmund, the Swiss international. 10 clean sheets this season in the league. Played every minute in the Champions League. Back-to-back clean sheets, obviously, since the comeback. So really solid defensively. Dortmund so far. So hopefully they can keep that up. We've got Lucas Piszczek at centre back on the right hand side of centre back. It's like a new position now. 34 years old, lost a little bit of pace. It's a position he can play, and the last there. And because if he's a right back and you're against like a Coman or a Gnabry, he would struggle. So he plays there. 22 league appearances. Actually, his 315th Bundesliga appearance. Former Bayern Munich player Mats Hummel starts in the central centre back. Every time he's been captain this season, obviously not today because it's Piszczek, but every time he's been captain this season, including the 4-0 thrashing in the previous meeting, they've lost. Dortmund, that's quite unfortunate. His 345th appearance for Dortmund. Kanji on the other centre back, 17th Dortmund appearance. Only 1 goal. Hopefully he can maybe double that today. Hakimi right wing back with Delaney and Dahoud across the midfield. They've been very reliable, Dahoud and Delaney over this comeback of the Bundesliga. Guerrero, he's also back as well. Guerrero, he's been fantastic in recent games. 3 goals in his last 2 games. Again, obviously since this comeback in the Bundesliga, so he's really been on fire. Torgan Hazard and Julian Brandt plays the 2 centre attacking midfielders. Yes, you heard that right. No Jadon Sancho again for Dortmund. He will be on the bench. And then Erling Haaland up front, 10 league appearances, 10 goals, 3 assists. In the 10 games he's played in the Bundesliga, he's actually failed to score in 4 of them. So, obviously that shows, how much he, scores 2 goals in a game and hat-trick. He's not just like a goal every game. When he does score, he usually scores 2 or 3 usually. And then for Bayern Munich, we've got Manuel Neuer in goal. He's played every single minute of every game this season for Bayern Munich. The captain, Benjamin Pavard at right back, the French right back, the World Cup winner, assisted the first goal in the reverse fixture for Lewandowski. Jerome Boateng, David Alaba and Alphonso Davies make up the back 4 with 2 holding midfielders of Joshua Kimmich. Missed 1 game through a yellow card suspension this season. He was fantastic against Frankfurt, and then a goal scorer in that game, Leon Goretzka, plays alongside him. Like a midfield 3, but I feel like these will have a free roam with Kingsley Coman, Thomas Muller and Sergio Gnabry. Coman comes in ahead of Perisic, very well deserved. I thought Coman was really dangerous in the game against Frankfurt, and Perisic was really off it. Thomas Muller obviously playing that cam, he scored against Frankfurt as well. Got 2 assists in the reverse fixture. Has played Dortmund 27 times and scored 10 goals, obviously being in the Bundesliga for many years now. Serge Gnabry will I think go on the left. Again, I think he'll be free roam if I'm going to be honest for them. So he's been fantastic as well this season. 11 goals, 10 assists in the league. He was rested on Saturday. He was He came on with like 20 minutes to go, and I enjoyed watching him. So yeah, he gets a start, of course, and then obviously the best striker probably in the world right now, in Robert Lewandowski, with 27 goals and 25 appearances. Obviously played for Dortmund. Fantastic player. Played for Dortmund 187 times and scored 103 goals. I feel like they're only just now replacing him with Haaland. So, big boots to fill there for Erling Haaland. But, hopefully he will become that, next big striker for Dortmund. Let's get the there we go. We're literally about to kick off now. Just a minute past 5:30, but we're about to kick off with Erling Haaland here. Hopefully we get a very exciting game. It's one of the biggest games of the season, and in Germany it's the El Clasica. Can we get it underway with the referee? We should be able to soon. I think he's just waiting for something from the official. He's blowing his whistle. Haaland will kick off. Dortmund left to right, Bayern right to left. Starts with Hummels, over to Piszczek, Delaney, Piszczek, high press from Bayern, but Dortmund get out of it. Hakimi cuts back, has to go backwards towards Dortmund. It's a high pressing start here from Bayern. Haaland will try and win the header from a Berkey goal. He flicks it down nicely towards Julian Brandt. He's played a fantastic dribble to Thorgan Hazard. Neuer comes out and collects, but only as far as Erling Haaland. He's off his line. Oh, Haaland with the shot off the line by Boateng. It was never going to cause any trouble for Boateng, despite he got it through the legs of Manuel Neuer. Sorry if there's any buffering. What a start though. Hazard, Delaney. Sorry for any buffering in a minute. It's a quick start though. Boateng has to pick it up now. Centre half. Dinks it long towards Lewandowski. Thumbs up. Couldn't quite get there. Falls to Berkey. Yeah, sorry if there's any buffering. I'm not sure why. Actually, I'm getting all the stuff over. It's Hakimi. Gets it off on Alphonso Davies, poor touch. He wins it back though from Hakimi. He can burst forward now. The Canadian cuts back towards Goretzka. I'm sorry, I don't know why there's poor stream status at the minute. Why is it poor? Literally, there we go. Right, sorry for any buffering that will happen there. Nothing's happened in the game, so don't worry. Because Hakimi's in. Bayern Munich are playing a very high line. Or that, if they can get in behind like they did within like 30 seconds where Thorgan Hazard got there, Neuer with a big tackle, Haaland got it off Alphonso Davies. Haaland slips it through the legs of Neuer, but Boateng was well on the line to clear. He's never going to cause Boateng any trouble at all. As it's Piszczek on the ball now. After that little connection error, goes to Akanji. Finds Guerrero, the man in form, on the left. Very high press from Bayern. They're not giving Dortmund much time to pass forward. But De Hood picks it up from Hummels to Delaney. Keeps his place in the team. Brandt, heavy touch. Koeman can pounce on it. Muller to Kimmich. Trying to find the ball through towards Koeman. It's set to by Guerrero. Just inside the Dortmund half. Guerrero overlaps. Can't be found by De Hood. He has to turn back and go to Akanji instead. Dinks it across towards Hakimi. Fantastic ball. Brought down well. Slows the pace down to Delaney. Just under 3 minutes in. Dortmund 0, Bayern 0. Very quick pace start. You can just tell these are, the two best teams in the league. Just the amount of quality on show here tonight. It's going to be fantastic as Brandt picks up on the left. Goes inside, past Koeman. Finds Dahoud. Sign from Gladbach. Slips while he switches it, but it's a fantastic switch to Hakimi. Has space on the right, closed down by Gnabry. Has to play it to Piszczek. Delaney with the switch. Seems to be a common theme here for Dortmund. They keep going for that long switch, and Guerrero's going to get there. Keeps it in. Pulls it back to Brandt. He's got time and space to shoot. Oh, it's spilled by Neuer, but can easily be collected once again by the German captain. And Bayern can keep the hold of possession with Alphonso Davies on the left. Muller. Risky pass, but finds Alaba. Kimmich. In the reverse fixture when Bayern actually won 4-0, it was the game after their 5-1 defeat to Frankfurt with Boateng that got sent on for that game, so he didn't play the reverse fixture. Javi Martinez had to cover a centre back. So this game can be a great way to bounce back from deficits and defeats. But these two teams are on fantastic, really really good form. Dortmund winning their last 6 straight games, same as Bayern, but they've gone unbeaten in 13. It's fantastic what this game can do. It's Pavard goes into Muller, finds Lewandowski, who's peeled off Hummels. Can he get a chance to shoot? He does. It's good, blocked by Hummels to recover, and Akanji can play out to Dahoud. Back to Akanji. It's a risky pass. He's got Lewandowski on his tail. He can clear down the line though towards Haaland. Boateng meets it, heads it to Kimmich, brings it down. Heavy touch. Is it kept in? No, he's hoofed out of play just to make sure. It's going to be a Dortmund throw. Lewandowski there got the better of Hummels there, just peeled off him a little bit, but then as he went to shoot, Hummels did just get across his man. It's Hakimi. Goes towards Piszczek. To Roman Bürki. Plays towards the right, towards Hazard. He's going to be met by Davies, but Davies just heads it to Delaney. Dinked over towards Hakimi. Brought down first time to Hazard. 1-2 with Hakimi. Can he keep it in play? I think that's just gone out. Yeah, it has. Well, I'm telling you, there's definitely space in behind here for Dortmund. I think he's making a note of that now. Lucien Favre, the Dortmund coach. There's definitely room in behind here for Dortmund, 100%. Bayern need to be careful. I know they've got pace within Alaba and Davies and Pavard, but Boateng isn't the quickest. I said it in the commentary against Frankfurt. He's really not. They could definitely exploit that. Akanji has to turn back. The Swiss score, nearly caught by Lewandowski, but they get away with it here. Dortmund. They're playing risky round the back. It's going to be Dahoud who plays out to Hakimi on the right. These are going to be their main outlet. I think Hakimi and Guerrero. Hakimi keeps it in the midfield with Dahoud. A little bit of space and time now for Dortmund as Hummels sprays it to Guerrero. He's going to be met by Pavard, good interception. Can't quite find Koeman though as Dortmund regain possession. Just inside the Dortmund half here, we've got Piszczek in the yellow and black boots to match the kit. Very nice from the Polish international. Hummels to Akanji. Delaney. Akanji again. Bayern, they're not really pressing as high as they were within the first 2 minutes, but their line is very high in their attack and defence. It's Piszczek. Going to dink it towards Haaland. He lets it over towards Hazard and it's worked. Haaland could be in behind here and he's found by Hazard on the right. On his weaker foot, tries to get it across goal. Good recovering by Alphonso Davies and he concedes the corner in the process. Like I've said it many times, I don't want to sound like a broken record within the first 7 minutes, but there's spacing behind there. Hazard nicely slipped ball to Haaland, just on his weak foot, just tried to get it across goal, but obviously with the pace of Davies, we know how quick he is, and he's got there within seconds to block the attempted ball by Haaland. This could be the first blood to Dortmund here. It's a corner. In swinger by Guerrero towards the near post. It's flicked away by a Bayern Munich defender. And it falls to Hakimi just near the edge of the box. Just kept in, but falls to Lewandowski. Tried to be cleared. It's hooked over, but it's met by Hazard. You can go to Hakimi, who will then lay it back off to Roman Bürki. He's come a little bit forward here, just inside the Dortmund half. It goes to Hakimi on the right. Tries to get past, I think, Gnabry on the left, but intercepting out for a throw-in. Great start. Like I said, I'm a massive fan of the Bundesliga, so this is a very exciting game, I think, to watch. And even if it's behind closed doors, I don't mind it personally. I mean, in the current climate we're in, I really don't mind. If we have to have games behind closed doors, I think they're still as entertaining. It's Hakimi with the throw. He just has to hook it away first time, only as far as Goretzka. Turns back to Neuer. Neuer, I think that's 34 years. I know he's a keeper, but 34 years old, and he's played even every cup game, every Champions League game, every league he has played this season, which I think is a fantastic start. Came through the Schalke Academy, Manuel Neuer. It's Boateng goes long, try to find Lewandowski. Easily collected by Roman Bürki, a little bit too much weight on it. It's Lucas Piszczek. Tries to go through the midfield of Dortmund, but he just gets a ball into Julian Brandt, who can turn. He has Hakimi to his right and he'll use him. Hazard's in behind. Again, loads of space down the right. He's onside for sure. He's got Haaland in the box. Can he find him? He does. Controlled shot. Good block by Boateng. Falls to Hakimi. Sliced. Hazard across the box. And it's headed in. Oh, it's offside. Guerrero was the one who headed it in. I think Hakimi was offside. I knew it was offside. I think. Let's have a look. Pulled back. Haaland strikes. Hakimi's mishit. Yeah. Hazard well offside. It was a nice dink ball to Guerrero. Easy heading opportunity for him to just nod home. That would have been his fourth in 3 games for Guerrero. Finding himself in the right position. Well offside. It is still 0-0 within the first 10 minutes. But signs that there's so much space in behind for Dortmund to exploit. Nearly did it there. Haaland with a great opportunity, but it's a good block by Jerome Boateng. Goes towards Lewandowski. Hummels wins the header. Only as far as Goretzka. Over the top towards Lewandowski. It's a fantastic pass. Can he bring it down? He hits it first time instead. Roman Bürki's on it though. Kanji a little bit slow on Lewandowski there, but Roman Bürki was on it. Yeah, 3-4-3 formation for Dortmund. It's really worked for them this season. Well, it was since we've definitely come back from this from the break. I've watched both their games since the return. I've watched them against Schalke and I watched them against Wolfsburg on Saturday just before the Bayern game. And even though it wasn't the greatest of performances in terms of domination, they got the job done, and that's what they need to do, stay on the heels of Bayern Munich. There's Alphonso Davies on the left, coming forward from left back. Can find a cross, headed away by Hummels. Well, Alphonso Davies let it run. No, he brings it down nicely at left back, becoming one of the best left backs in the world. He goes to Goretzka on the edge of the box, finds Kimmich. He's got a great pass on him, and he's found one to Muller, who I don't think got any contacts on it, and it nearly, trumped Roman Bürki there. Nearly went straight in from Kimmich, but like I was saying, his vision and passing, Joshua Kimmich, is fantastic, and it's a big tackle from, I don't know who that was, who came lunging across. But yeah, Kimmich has a fantastic range of passing on him. I want to see he just did this flying slide tackle. Kanji playing him on side there as well. I don't think they're going to show me, but oh my days. Someone just came flying across Hakimi. Let's have a look. It's Gnabry. It's a fantastic tackle. He got all the ball, but fantastic tackle. As Neuer's poor header leaves Brandt to lay it off to Haaland, around 25-30 yards out from goal. Goes back to Delaney. Hakimi, Brandt, back to Piszczek. Inside to Delaney. Touch controlled. Down the line towards Haaland. Can he get in front of Alphonso Davies? No, he can't. Davies deals with it well and keeps it in. Lays it off to Kimmich just inside the Bayern box now. We've got Jerome Boateng on the ball. Brings it forward. He's got time and space. Just goes to Benjamin Pavard on his right. Down the line first time towards Coman. Gets there ahead of Hummels. Skips past him as well. He's pulled back by Hummels. He's going to concede the yellow card and the free kick. Smart from Coman. Got in front of Hummels and kind of made sure that, Hummels had to pull him back there. I think a explicit was just used there by Hummels. He's realised his mistake. Good skill from Coman. He's, again, 13 minutes in, you're against one of the best strikers in the world, Lewandowski, and you've got a yellow card. He is on thin ice straight away. 4th yellow card for Hummels of the season. He's got a goal and an assist. Can he maybe score today against his former club? We'll have to see. Free kick taken short to Boateng. Alaba can bring it forward. Really blossom in this new centre-back role for Alaba this season as Gnabry can put a cross in. It's towards Lewandowski, just over him, and it had to be flicked away by Guerrero, but only as far as Pavard on the right in an attacking area. Finds Coman, back towards Leon Goretzka, Kimmich, Muller. He's caught out on the ball and Haaland tries to hook it towards Hakimi. It can't be found, but it's Hazard to Dahoud on the left now. It's a little bit too much weight on the ball by Hummels, and it's not being able to be kept in by Dahoud. Good chance of a counter-attack there for Dortmund, but kind of, couldn't really get the counter-attack going. They didn't know who was making what run, and, just a heavy pass, I think, from Hummels in the end, actually. That saw it out. It's a throw-in taken by Pavard. Kimmich is found. Gnabry. Kimmich just roaming in the Bayern half, tries to go for an over-the-top through ball towards Coman, easily collected by Roman Bürki. Too much pressure on it. But honestly, from what I've watched of Kimmich during this break we've had, he's got to be one of the best midfielders in the world, I think, in terms of that holding midfield role. The way he finds passes, the way he intercepts, it's a wayward pass there. Who's it by? I think it's by Kanji again. But yeah, like Kimmich has really impressed me against Union Berlin, against Frankfurt on Saturday, and again today he's been doing well already. Nearly set up a Thomas Muller goal. It's Davies with a throw in though. Gnabry later back off to Davies. Heavy touch by him. It come off a Dortmund man last, so it's another throw in just inside towards the final third. 15 minutes played, still 0-0. Kimmich on the ball now, just on the halfway, goes all the way across towards Jerome Boateng. Pavard has space and he's found. Going to try and advance here. His Dortmund's had the most of possession here, 58%, but I feel like that's going to shift quickly. As it's actually Goretzka. Here's Pavard, moving forward a little bit. Has to go back towards Leon Goretzka. Finds Jerome Boateng. David Alaba can come forward, that left centre-back position. On his left foot, looking for a ball. Goes to Alphonso Davies. Has to turn back and find Kimmich. We know the passing he's got, but he goes simple to the right to Pavard. Coman. Through towards Thomas Muller, just too much weight on it, but there, it's a good chance there. Good chance, nearly got Thomas Muller in behind there. Obviously Thomas Muller, fantastic season, top assister with 17. Alongside his 7 goals, it's his most assists in the season ever. With 17, his best was 16 in the 17-18 season, so still with so many games to go, he's still so far ahead of his record assisting season in the league. It's Delaney, finds Guerrero on the left, he's entered the Bayern half, finds Hazard, tries to slip it in to Haaland as Boateng had a slip, but he was intercepted nicely. Bit of a let off there for Boateng as Hakimi tried to find the overlapping Piszczek, doesn't use him, cuts his head on the left, tries to switch with his left, hit, headed away by Coman, held up by Lewandowski, laid off to Kimmich. Gnabry flicks it to Alphonso Davies. He's going to try and spin and turn past Torgan Hazard. Can he get past him with his strength? He keeps it though. To Kimmich, just inside the Bayern half, finds Boateng. Nice ball slips into Lewandowski, tries to turn, tackle, but fortunately it falls back to Boateng. A heavy touch, or a heavy pass by Boateng leads to Pavard, has to outstretch it, but lays it off to Coman. In that final third here, we've got Benjamin Pavard, tries to go inside, intercepted by Delaney, falls to Lewandowski. Tries to play a nice intricate ball towards Gnabry. A little bit heavy as it's a foul. Big tackle had to go in from Kimmich as the ball was loose. Delaney accepted the apology. It was a big tackle from Kimmich. Was going for the ball. You could argue that was maybe a booking because that was very late, but Kimmich's intention was to get the ball. Haaland is from my home city. Yes, he is. I did when I was doing my notes for the research of this game, I did find that, and when I was doing it for the Schalke game last week, I've got it written here at the bottom, born in Leeds. Obviously, his father was a City player, has obviously Norwegian citizenship. But yeah, no, from you are correct. If you've got any score predictions, the people who are here, let me know. Be interested to find out. As Torgan Hazard dinks it over Alaba, can get in behind here from Boateng, has to turn back though. Bayern Munich can recover. Delaney has it. I've really enjoyed watching Torgan Hazard. I've never really watched him before this. I know obviously he's well known for the brother of Eden Hazard, but really, really impressed with him, especially against Schalke. As Guerrero has it to the halfway line to Akanji. Dortmund's been able to keep the ball here. Hummels on a booking, switches it to the right to Hakimi, loads of space. He can run into. What pass will he find? Just goes back towards Dahoud. Finds Torgan Hazard. Hakimi overlaps, but he goes back towards Dahoud. Well intercepted by Joshua Kimmich. And has to turn. Tackled. It's going to be a Bayern throw-in on that left. There you go, Kimmich again, just cutting out Dortmund's passing and Dortmund's moves. Boateng 6'4", actually, like I mentioned before, missed the reverse fixture due to a red card in the game before that. His Moore's on the right, low cross towards Lewandowski, hooked away by Hummels, can't be kept on by Brandt, so Bayern Munich can win the ball back with Kimmich. Goretzka, back to David Alaba. Alphonso Davies, we know he has a fantastic cross on him, goal and assist in the last game against Frankfurt. Muller dinks it into Coman in the box. He's met by Hummels. Finds space away from him. Gnabry can shoot. Oh, it's a great block off the line by Piszczek and cleared by Dortmund. 2 goal line clearances for both teams within the first 20 minutes of the game, and that maybe should have been Bayern 1. Dortmund nil. Coman, I think it was Gnabry actually that was denied by Piszczek on the line. The captain saves Dortmund's blushes. But Bayern still attacking here with Goretzka. Tries to get in front of Dahoud. Tackle brought down. Caught in the face maybe Goretzka. But play continues with Dahoud. The referee saw nothing wrong with it. Brandt tries to play in behind towards Haaland. Intercepted. Big tackle by Serge Gnabry. I thought he got the ball there, but foul given just near the halfway line. And we can just calm down a little bit. It's a great ball in towards Coman. He turns, spins. Great drill ball past Akanji through his legs. Spins. Gnabry just around 6-7 yards out. Guts a shot away towards the far post. And it's fantastically cleared off the line by Piszczek. As Goretzka was caught in the face there, but not really intentionally. Wasn't like used to win the ball back. But what an exciting first 20 minutes. It flew by this first 20 minutes. Serge Gnabry maybe should have got on the score sheet there. Getting his 12th goal of the season. He's not scored in his last 3 games, Gnabry, despite the fantastic season he's had. He has got 2 goals and 2 assists though, whilst playing against Dortmund. Previous fixtures, Hakimi's switch, tries to lay it off towards Dahoud. Just goes out for a throw in though, poor touch by Hakimi. If you are new here as well, please subscribe, that will mean a lot to me. Commentaries are going to be coming thick and fast now, with football being reintroduced back into our lives after a 2-month break. As Pavard has it on the right. Koeman's made a running behind. Can't quite find him though, so he goes to Goretzka. Finds Kimmich. Back out wide to Pavard. Koeman. Back towards Goretzka on the far right. Just towards the halfway line. Bayern keeping possession. David Alaba. Gnabry's to his left. He uses him. You cut inside Gnabry. It's around 30 yards out from goal. Has to just go back again towards Jerome Boateng. Spray ball to Pavard. Can Bayern Munich find their way through? Koeman lays it back off to Pavard. Kimmich, not much room really. It's very tight marking from Dortmund here. Alphonso Davies tries to get past both Hazard and Hakimi, and there's a chance on the counter-attack. He's been dispossessed. Hazard on the right. Good recovery from Alphonso Davies, who wins it back. Straight on the counter-attack. Into Lewandowski. Tries to let it run, but Piszczek's there to cover. Delaney, Akanji. Very shaky start from Akanji. He loses it to Kimmich. And we find it with Koeman on the right now. Pavard overlaps. Won't use him. Tries to get the cross in. Blocked by Akanji with the recovery. 22 minutes in. It's been a very shaky start for the Swiss international, Akanji. But he's got away with it. Throw-in taken. Kimmich chested back to Pavard. High foot used by Pavard, trying to bring the ball down. It's going to be a foul given. Not happy with it, Pavard, but it was a pretty high foot. Pavard won the 2nd division in German football, Stuttgart, in the 16-17 season, obviously before his big breakout World Cup that got him the big move to Bayern Munich. As he hooks it away there, Pavard, and Hummels comes out of it, very dominant defending, hooks it over his own head. Hooks it over Goretzka's head, sorry. Some great dribbling, tried to find Haaland, who was trying to make a run, but fell to the Bayern Munich players instead. Nice little chip over over, I think it was Goretzka's head, like I said. Nearly got Dortmund in behind. That would have been a fantastic assist for Mats Hummels. There's Alphonso Davies has it. Just calming it down at the back here with Alaba. Refreshing the stream just because for some reason the analytics ain't coming up for me, so I've just got to keep refreshing it sometimes. See if there's any comments. As we've got Boateng on the ball, just around the back line here, not taking many risks here. Bayern Munich. Neuer has it, chips it towards Davies, who's pushed high up the pitch, almost like a left winger here. Davies brings it down nicely and lays it off to Lewandowski. Gnabry to Koeman on the right. He's inside the box. He strikes it. Big save. Roman Berkey needs to be cleared by Hummels, and it is only as far as the right hand side of Benjamin Pavard to Koeman. Back to Pavard. Inside towards Muller. Deflected, but it does fall to him. He's going to let it run for a corner for Bayern Munich. Big chance. You could say the biggest chances of the game so far have fell to Bayern Munich. Obviously, that one Haaland chance before was pretty much Dortmund's only big chance on the offside goal, but it was before the cross was put in, we knew it was offside. Big save. It was right at Roman Berkey in his defence to make him the save, but still a big chance. Joshua Kimmich crosses it in towards the front post, headed away by a Dortmund man. Backheeled by Hazard, finds Hakimi, Delaney. Hazard, it's Guerrero on the right actually, tries to find Pummels, he's breaking forward in the centre forward position, but it's cleared away by a Bayern Munich player and can go all the way actually for a goal kick. But they were looking at a handball when Benjamin Pavard dinked it towards Muller when he let it out for a corner, but I think just grazed the top of his arm here. It was never handball. Obviously it wasn't given then. But it's Roman Berkey with the goal kick. Dinks it centrally towards Hazard. He can chest it down very nicely to Delaney, and there's loads of space on this right hand side for Hakimi. Cuts in, tries to find Haaland. Good interception by Goretzka. Seeing that midfield partnership really work. Goretzka and Kimmich, obviously it's usually Thiago, but he's out with a groin injury. But no, against Frankfurt, short pass though from Piszczek, and there's a counter attack on. They're outnumbered here, Dortmund in the defence. It's Lewandowski, took too much time on it. It's a fantastic challenge from Piszczek, his Polish teammate, and Dortmund get away with it after his mistake, to be fair, Piszczek. But Dortmund and the defence got away with that one there. But it's a counter attack here for Dortmund. Hakimi down the right, lays off to Julian Brandt on the edge of the box, finds his way inside the box, lays off to Dahoud. Dahoud on the edge. Oh, just too much messing about with it, and Bayern can come out of the ball. It's Muller on the right. Sorry for the noise. It's Kimmich on the ball. Two big counter as he's fouled. But two big counter attack moments there for both teams. I thought Lewandowski was really gonna, get that pass away sooner, because he literally had Coleman to his right. I think he had Gnabry to his left, but for some reason just didn't want to pass the ball, and obviously dispossessed. And Dortmund should have done better with that counter attack as well with Brandt. We've got Gnabry around 25 yards out. Goes to Kimmich. He's looking for the right hand side towards Goretzka. He tried to just lay it off in front of him. It's a poor pass really from Joshua Kimmich. He's only one misplaced pass. Brandt in towards Delaney. Brought down by Pavard. I think just try to stop the counter attack there. It's going to be fouled inside the Dortmund half. 27 minutes in. Dortmund 0, Bayern 0. Again, very, very good. Entertaining half so far. Sorry for my dogs. It's like I said this in the last one, it's like midday, so they're not settled. When I do late night kickoffs, they don't bark. But to be fair, that was the first time. As Hakimi's on the right. Goes towards Piszczek. Heavy touch again, nearly loses it, keeps it though. And Akanji has it. Lewandowski's down after the challenge from Piszczek. He definitely won the ball. Guerrero sets off Brandt on the left hand side. Not got many options, so just lays it back off to Guerrero. Dinked in to Haaland with an acrobatic attempt. Goes past him and lays it off to Hakimi. Low cross, cleared away by Alaba. All as far as Dahoud. He'll cross it. Deflected. Pavard can't clear. To Brandt on the opposite side. He dinks it in towards Haaland. Rises! And I think Alaba just met the header, and Alphonso Davies can avoid it from going for a corner. And he will concede the throw-in instead. Big chances for Dortmund there as well. Ooh, Piszczek did win the ball, but he caught Lewandowski very badly. Won the ball first. It was just the after, when the legs were tangling together, that would have hurt Lewandowski there. Again, not intentional. But he didn't mean it in a, to inflict pain. Didn't mean it like that. If we're gonna put it that way. But yeah, that's twice now Lewandowski's gone down through Piszczek fouls. .28 minutes in, still 0-0. I mean, a head-to-head record. Bayern Munich are looking for their 60th win over their main rivals. Their biggest win is actually against Dortmund. Is actually 11-1 in the 71-72 season. Very, very, very emphatic compared to when you talk about big wins against your rivals, you may be talking like City United, like a 6-1 or I don't know, like a 6-0 Chelsea Arsenal. Sorry about that. But no, with Bayern Munich, it's 11-1. So very, very emphatic. We just restart here with Boateng on the ball to Pavard down the right, back to Boateng, pressure by Haaland, heads back to Neuer, first time clearance down the right towards Kingsley Coman, can't be quite found. Hummels can just play that back to Roman Bürki, who will clear it to the right towards Torgan Hazard, lets it run over his head, but definitely won't beat Alphonso Davies in the sprint race, so he wins the throw in, takes it quickly to Manuel Neuer, back to Alphonso Davies, fouled by Torgan Hazard there, a little bit acrobatic of a jump there by Davies, but he does win the free kick inside the Bayern defensive final third. He'll play it back again to Neuer. Try and get the game going here, Alphonso Davies. He try to get some intent in the game. There's Boateng to Pavard. You can tell it's just two very evenly matched teams in terms of skill in the way they play, so it's been good so far. Poor from Bayern Munich, leads for Haaland to have the ball. Torgan Hazard on the edge of the box, lays off Haaland inside the box, he strikes it, he just scuffs it, it's blocked, and be cleared by Davies out for a Dortmund throw-in. Just didn't get the contact he wanted on it, Haaland. He's frustrated with himself because he knows if he got the right contact on it, that would have definitely troubled Manuel Neuer in between the Bayern Munich goal. We have Hakimi. Dinked in towards Brandt, wins the header down towards Delaney, finds Guerrero, into Haaland, lays it off for Brandt on the edge of the box. There's a load of space here for Hazard, first time cross, it's a good clearance by David Alaba. And it's out for a Dortmund corner, very nice play from Dortmund, nearly got him behind again. Haaland really looking a threat tonight. Nice cross there from Hazard, but he was just well read by David Alaba, got there first. Laid it off short on the edge towards Hakimi. Cross back in towards the back post. It's Delaney, heads it back towards Brandt. Cleared by Bayern Munich, still in the air though. Hummels goes to meet it, does win the header, but it's wide. And can Neuer maybe start a quick counter-attack? I don't think he is. He looks like he would try and send it long quickly, but you don't think he will. Big chance again though for Dortmund. Both teams getting big chances. As Davies tries to play it quickly. He does, he nearly gets through to Gnabry after a fall from Piszczek, but Hummels is there to cover. Cleared long by Bürki towards Haaland. He's going to try and meet Davies. Davies brings it down nicely. Tries to play it to Hummels, but just too much on it. Nicely done though by Davies to stop the press of two Dortmund players. He's been so good the last two games, Davies. I really liked his attacking and defending, because that's what you don't get a lot with left backs. You either get a really good defender, a defending left back, and they're not very good at attacking. Or you get a very good attacking left back, but not very good at defending. But Davies is both. If Bayern have it on the right here with Kingsley Coman, cuts in, plays it, tries to play it into Gnabry, just intercepted though nicely by Torgan Hazard, and there's another counter-attack on. It's Haaland, he's in behind here, it's one-on-one with David Alaba, he skips past Alaba, he's in, Haaland on his weaker foot, Davies has to recover, and he does so well, and Alaba can clear. That pace from Davies is so electric that he stopped Haaland from being one-on-one with the keeper. He got past Alaba, which you thought was his only threat. And then Davies out of nowhere comes in from behind and tackles him. Unbelievable defending from the Canadian left back. Unbelievable. It's Thomas Muller on the left though. 33 minutes played. Davies. Joshua Kimmich. Finds Benjamin Pavard. Kimmich. Goretzka. Inside the Dortmund half. Intercepted by Kanju, pushed up. Pressed by Dahoud on Kimmich, but he can play back to Neuer, who's come out of his goal a little bit, like he likes to very often. And we have Boateng on the ball. Just inside the Bayern half here, Dortmund just letting Bayern have the ball. Coman finds space though in between the midfield and defence and lays it off to Pavard on the right. Crosses it towards Lewandowski, cleared away by Hummels. Falls to Brandt, heavy touch. But he wins it back. Tried to set Haaland free there, Torgan Hazard, but just behind him, and it can fall to Benjamin Pavard. Kimmich, Pavard, Kimmich again. Switches on here with Davies, but he won't use him. Goes inside to Coman instead. Coman inside to Lewandowski, lets it run towards Muller. Piszczek, big slide tackle and gets there first, and Bürki can come and pounce on it. Muller nearly in behind there, but Piszczek was equal to it, got there first. Obviously it wasn't the greatest of times in the reverse fixture for Borussia Dortmund obviously a 4-0 thrashing at the Allianz Arena, but they'll be looking to make up for it. As Muller's not fouled there, won fairly by Hakimi. He has it, lays it off to Hazard. The spacing behind here. Brandt. Back to Hazard. Guerrero's got loads of space on the left. He can be found by Delaney in behind. Lewandowski has to come back and recover. Guerrero on the ball. Gets it to Hakimi in the box. Back to Guerrero. Falls back to Hakimi. Try to get it to anyone. Dahoud with some space. He lays it off to Brandt on the right. First time cross. Oh, it's poor by Brandt. Tried to get it across goal and it goes for a goal kick. That was another massive opportunity for Borussia Dortmund. If this ends 0-0, it is beyond me. If this ends 0-0, this is such an end-to-end game so far. You just feel like, the most clinical team will win today. It won't be based on midfield duels or defensive. I think it'll just be whoever's the most clinical in front of goal will get 3 points today. When that person gets the chance, they need to take it. As it's a Kanji, who's just following Lewandowski tightly, nearly loses him, but Pavard decides to go back to Boateng instead. Finds Alaba, just on the halfway. Goes to Davies on the left. He'll try to think ball over towards Gnabry. Can he get onto it? No, he's met by Roman Berkey and he keeps it in play very nicely. And he rolls it out quickly to Hakimi. Brandt lays it off to Delaney. Back to Hummels inside his own box. Sweeps it to Guerrero. Keeps it in play. Closed down by Coman, but keeps it. Akanji. Dahoud's the latest turn. Head back though towards Hummels. He dinks it out wide right towards Hakimi. Can he bring it down? Yeah, he flicks it on very nicely to Julian Brandt. He's going to be met by Leon Goretzka and Davies, but Brandt keeps it very nicely. Hakimi, Guerrero. Back to Hakimi, first time switch. So Torgan Hazard, he's found himself on the left hand side. Cuts in. On the edge of the box, try to find Dahoud. Very nicely intercepted by Kimmich. And Coman has it. Just lays it off to Pavard. Just in his right back position. Goes back to Neuer. First time clearance. Not got the greatest height on it. So Dortmund can pounce. Dahoud. Brandt around 40 yards out. Finds Hazard. Stick on this left hand side. He will. Goes to Brandt. Spins. Delaney. Back to Brandt. Sees Peace check just near the halfway line free. So he plays it to him. Dahoud. Back to Hummels. Here comes maybe a bit of Dortmund possession as we hit the 36th minute. Or 36 and a half minutes, should I say. Berkey tries to find a ball towards Hakimi, but intercepted by Davies, and he gets a 1-2 with Gnabry. Davies on the ball, can try and burst forward. Piszczek intercepts, and Dortmund can come out of the ball with Dahoud. Turns. Still has it, Dahoud on the right. Has to lay it back off to Hakimi. Cleared first time towards Alaba. Heads it forward. Delaney can bring it down nicely though. Lay it off to Hakimi on the right. Against Davies. Finds Delaney. Oh, nearly finds a 1-2 with Hakimi. But it's intercepted. Delaney, a nice little tussle with Gnabry. And Gnabry commits the foul. Halfway won the ball there nicely. But Delaney did do well to get his body in front of it and cause Gnabry to make the foul. But yeah, he got the ball, but he did just pull him down. So I would say it was a foul. So long over the top ball by Dortmund. Try to find Torgan Hazard there. Boateng deals with it nicely. Try to take one quickly there. Dortmund. But they deal with it by Munich. It's Muller on the right. Just goes back to Pavard. Very heavily orientated on the right. The Bayern Munich moves throughout the game so far. It's Coman. Heads back to the halfway line. David Alaba. Kimmich. Just on the halfway line here for Bayern Munich. Just keeping the ball, not wanting to, give away possession in such a dangerous area. This is Davies. Heavy touch. Nearly met by Haaland, but he spins him very nicely. He's in round 4. Borussia Dortmund men. He gets past all of them. And he's in the box. He's been taken down. But I think it's just been shielded away by Mats Hummels. But Alphonso Davies, what a player. Seriously, he's just got past about 5 Dortmund players in the box there, surrounded by 4, and then took on Hummels, but he was just shoved to the ground. To speak Okay, I want to just do this and tell me. I'm just going to take this off so you might hear a little bit of noise. Hopefully that helps. Yeah. Hopefully, if it doesn't help, then I don't know. I can bring it a bit more forward as well. I just don't do this. There we go. Hopefully that helps. If it doesn't, then I'm not sure. Just trying to straighten out. There we go. We've got Goretzka on the ball. Goes to Coman on the right. Pavard. Dinked in. All as far as Hakimi has headed away. All as far as Goretzka on the edge of the box and strikes. Big save by Roman Berkey. Only punched away as far as Davis. He keeps it, but Hakimi's right on his toes and he gives it away for a throw-in. Big chance, though. Good strike from Goretzka. Hopefully that's okay now. I know you've actually helped me there because I know it's been quite quiet and I didn't know how, but obviously doing that's helped. Because obviously I got notes below me, so I don't want my mic to get in the way. But no, thanks for telling me that. Now I know why. It was so quiet. Corner here though for Bayern Munich. Cross blocked by Hummels. And if I'm looking over there, I'm reading chat. So if you don't hear me as well, it's because the mic's in front of me here. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. Thank you. It is right in front of me though, so hopefully it should be a lot louder. Kimmich, dangerous set pieces, Joshua Kimmich. Especially against Frankfurt. Can he put one in now in the 40th minute? It's a great ball in, gets past everyone. And Guerrero can clear. And a counter-attack might be on here for Dortmund, but Hazard has to just head back towards Guerrero. Delaney, caught in possession by Muller. Gnabry on the left. Towards the corner flag, tries to get a cross in. Nicely intercepted by Delaney. But Gnabry wins it back strongly. Good strength by Gnabry. Brought down by Hazard. It's an interception though. Goretzka's got it. On the left, tries to dink it in. It's a goal kick. They're asking for a penalty there by Munich. Not sure what they were complaining about, if I'm going to be completely honest. But Gnabry won it nicely there. Goretzka got it, played a 1-2 with, I think it was Dahoud who tried to intercept actually, but just gave it straight back to Goretzka as the play continues and Berkey can clear. Hummels with the ball, finds Brandt. Got a little bit of space here inside the Dortmund half. They find the Bayern Munich half of Hakimi. Brandt goes back to Piszczek. Akanji. They were just played 41 minutes 40 seconds, so not long left till half time, but strong performance so far from both teams. You can see how both teams can score, but it's just if they can actually put it in the back of the net. Big chances already as Coman picks it up from a massive Boateng header from his own half. Finds Coman on the edge of the box, lays it off to Kimmich, dinks it towards Muller, headed away though by Piszczek. Pavard meets it. Kimmich, Lewandowski, who's in like a Pavard position as he tried to recover the ball. Lewandowski just heads it back to Kimmich, looking to get back in his natural striker position. It's a nice ball though, find Gnabry on the ball. Pavard overlaps, found, crossed, blocked. Falls to Delaney, it's a poor clearance, so he finds Davies. Goes into Goretzka, Davis. Around 30 yards out, tries to drill it into Goretzka again. Kimmich finds it. Muller, Coman, Kimmich on the edge, tries to dink it over Berkey. What an attempt and what a goal from Joshua Kimmich. Whoa, what a fantastic chip. He gets the better of Roman Berkey. And minutes before half time, Bayern find the breakthrough. I am not just saying this because I've just watched him over the last 3 games. But Kimmich is one of the smartest players we've got on this planet. Some of the stuff he does is just incredible. Picks it up on the edge of the box. It was a lot of, just a little scraps on the edge of the box. Dortmund couldn't get it out. Bayern couldn't find a way through. Kimmich picks it up, dinks it on the edge of the box. Saw that Berkey was just off his line. Berkey had to backtrack. Got a big hand to it. To be fair, couldn't push it past the post or over the bar. He just pushes it and helps it into the top corner. But what a finish by Joshua Kimmich. That is unbelievable. Joshua Kimmich has just scored one of the... That is so clever by Joshua Kimmich. I changed the scoreboard now. It's Dortmund 1, Dortmund 0, Bayern 1. Third goal of the season, but oh my word. And they're in behind again here. It's Gnabry. Finds Mugger on the right with space. Crosses first time, a little bit too heavy. And Hakimi can find it. Unbelievable finish by Joshua Kimmich. That was mental. It's his first ever goal against Borussia Dortmund in his career. And what a way to score it, as Dahoud's fouled, and I think it might be a booking for Boateng. No, well, it's just a little telling off there. Wow. Unbelievable. Right before half time, what a time to score. But, like, seriously, that was mad impressive. As Torgan Hazard's nearly found him behind there from the free kick, but Davies can come out with a ball instead. And finds Goretzka. It's 7 points ahead here for Bayern if they can keep this victory, and that could be a title decider really, because I can't see Bayern losing a game if they can beat Dortmund. Unbelievable! What a finish! The fact that he had a little look, he's just so Berkey off his line, and then had the audacity to attempt it on the edge of the box. What a player Joshua Kimmich is looking to be in that holding midfielder role. Obviously, he's been played at right back earlier on in the season, and he's kind of come into the CDM role. And oh my word, he's making that CDM role his own. Like, oh my word. It's Coman on the right. Intercepted by Kanji. Finds Hakimi on the right. Dortmund getting a little bit stuck in their own half here, as we have it at the 45th minute. We play 40 seconds of added on time. We don't know how much is added on yet. They haven't said. Hazard. Towards Delaney. I think there's only 1 minute added on, so I think we've got about 5 seconds left of the half. Akanji to Dahoud. And there we go. Half time. Dortmund 0, Bayern 1. And to keep these teams apart, it's been a mastermind of an attempt by Joshua Kimmich to fool everyone with that attempt that he made, with that dinked effort. And I literally said, to separate these two teams, it will just take someone. It'll just take who's going to be most clinical, and that was probably the most clinical finish you'll ever see. See, I've been as a goalkeeper myself, and when I play, this happened to me this season. And when you come off your line a little bit, and it's not even you're off your line that much. He wasn't even off his line too. But if you just give the best of plays that little bit of room to think it over you, the backtracking, it's hard to get the power because you're moving back and the ball's coming towards you. So while you're moving backwards, try and get your arm to push it forward or over. It's difficult. So it's a fantastic finish from Kimmich and gives Bayern, I would say, just on the balance of play, just a deserved lead. But it has been very, very, very close between the two German giants. Like I said before, this will be Bayern's 60th win against Borussia Dortmund. They have a win ratio against them of 48.4% compared to Dortmund's 24.8%. But if you're not subscribed already, please do like if you haven't as well. During extra time, I will have a look to see if we can try and find the next commentary we can do. I have gained a new subscriber. I'm not sure who it was, but if you're here still, thanks for subscribing. Let's get the Bundesliga fixtures up. I'll just have a look at them, and I'll see what games we can do. Because I'm going to do one tomorrow, but I've got to get notes done, and I won't be able to do it in time. I've got to do notes for Saturday. Not many big games on Saturday, if I want to be honest. Not sure. Not quite sure. I think, because obviously I don't want to do random games, because when you're doing random games, people won't watch, and I do need people to watch. So the games I'll be doing more than likely are going to be like Bayern and Dortmund. So I think the next game we'll do is I'll come back Mm, not this Saturday coming. So it'll be in about a week and a half time. We'll come back on the 6th of September. September? Why have I said that? I don't know why I've said September. I don't know why that came in my head. Because I was looking at the calendar. 6th of June, we'll come back for Leverkusen Bayern Munich. 2:30 kickoff. We'll do that one. Because, honestly, this Saturday, the games, right, to kind of defend myself a little bit, Mainz Hoffenheim, Wolfsburg Frankfurt, Schalke Werder Bremen, Hertha Berlin Augsburg, Bayern Dusseldorf, Mönchengladbach Union Berlin, Paderborn Dortmund. I don't think many people would be interested in any of those games. So I think I'll just miss that weekend of games and I'll come back for Leverkusen Bayern because that's a good game to come back for, I think. Obviously Leverkusen on fire at the minute, especially Kai Havertz. They're 4th in the league. Obviously they play tonight, I think, as well against Wolfsburg, so that'll be a good game as well. That's at 7:30. So, but this game I think could decide the title realistically. Bayern 7 points ahead. I don't think they'll mess that up. If I'm going to be completely honest with you. Can't see it. Well, what a half. Flew by though, that half, I'm going to be honest with you. Flew by. Obviously this fixture, one of the games I remember most from this fixture is the Champions League final 2013. I remember watching it. And only as obviously I've got older, I've realised how late that Robben goal was to win it. 89th minute winner against your rivals at Wembley in a Champions League final. What a way to do it, if you're going to do it. So, that was just, that was mental. Because I remember Gundogan scoring that penalty and I thought, this is going to go to penalties and extra time, the year before where Bayern lost to Chelsea, but no, Robben out of nowhere came out, got the goal to win it. So, right now, obviously keep the stream open if you can. I'm gonna have a look now to try and redirect you. I want to try and find that Kimmich, if that Kimmich goal is on YouTube. Because if it is, just quickly go and check it out. Because it was amazing. Yeah, it's on YouTube now. Try and keep the stream open if you can't. Just put in Kimmich goal versus Dortmund, and it comes up straight away. There's a few that come up. Watch it, and come back. Follow me. I did see that, but on what? Tony, what follow on Instagram, subscribe. I'm not sure what you want. And try not to self promote if you can. That'd be fantastic. If you can let me know what on, then I'll see. But to be fair, Bayern they play a risky game, play such a high line, and they did it against Frankfurt. But I thought they more likely won't do it against Dortmund because of the threat they have on the counter attack. Let's move this forward a little bit. Go this way. It's I was probably just put their defensive line a little bit back, but they literally didn't. They just, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what I was gonna know about. I'm just reading the comments here of what people are saying, and they're like, "What a game this is!" And it's been really entertaining to watch. When you get just two sort of big giants in one league playing against each other, you're bound to get a fantastic game. That finish, man. Because at first it does look like Roman Berkey's got the hand to it to keep it out, because you're like, that's no way that's going in. And then it has gone in. On the edge. What a goal. Someone said starting a GoFundMe page to make it able for Bayern and Dortmund to play against each other every week. I'd be down for that. I'd go from that. It's been such a good game. But the only thing that's annoying about this is I can't hear what's going on, because apparently like you can hear the placing, like especially Dortmund, because you've probably heard it during the commentary, like how I keep saying switch. He switched it to Guerrero, switched it to Hakimi, to Brandt, to Hazard. They've been doing a lot of switching, so apparently you can hear them actually say like switch. So it's interesting to hear that. So one thing that you need to take from this, like no fans, is actually have a listen to what they're saying, because you very rarely hear what he said on a football pitch. But I knew this game wouldn't be 0-0, but I knew it was going to be close. But that was just amazing by Joshua Kimmich. I was literally just singing his praises before that. I was like, this guy is one of the best midfielders in the world right now, like in terms of his smartness and what he does with passes. And then about 10-15 minutes later from I said that, he goes and does one of the most audacious chips ever against against Dortmund. So it's like a new the future. I read the future. Yeah, if you just want to go back in the stream, if you can find it, I was literally going, oh yeah, Kimmich is so good and all that. I know I've only watched him during this break, during the break from the Premier League, but he's really good. And then he goes and does that. But if you've got any questions or you want to put anything in the chat, do now. While it's half time, we'll be back in a few minutes for the second half. I'll be on in a few minutes. 3 minutes, I'd say. What a game! Seriously, like I really like the Bundesliga, and after this now, like if there's any really bad Premier League games on, like at 5:30, like to try not to be offensive, like a Brighton Bournemouth or something, I don't know why that would be televised, but if it was, and I see Dortmund playing like Leverkusen or something, I'll be watching that instead. Because this league is honestly so good. It's like it's basically the second Prem in terms of like how quick it is and the speed of the play. Try to see what other people are saying about this goal. If I can see anything, because you definitely have like the Sport Bible in Benchwarmers saying something about this, saying something about the game and the goal. But yeah, it's very interesting how Jadon Sancho is on the bench. I really thought he was going to start after getting an assist as well against Wolfsburg for Hakimi's second goal. I thought he's going to get a start today, but when I saw the lineups, I was shocked because I was like using my team and my notes, and then I had to just cross him out. So that was a little bit frustrating. But can't really find much about this goal, but literally, like for a CDM, during like these 3 games I've watched him, he's like I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen how like you just can't. When I look down, you can just see my cap, can't even see my head. Yeah, because this has had to be worn. I'm not showing any trims. But oh man, I'd love him in the Premier League, Kimmich. I love him in the Prem. Nearly the second half going to begin. We're still on a few commercials. It's really annoying with these because obviously everyone's stuck in. This game would usually be played while with other games, but obviously other content creators are doing like watch-alongs, which is really annoying. But they've got to do their content. I'm doing mine, so it's like Thogden. He's doing his like 2.5K views. Like, that is mental. I'm not saying like all of them will be watching me, obviously, but I mean like maybe 5-10 people could be watching me. Not Thogden, but way people got to do it, hasn't it? And then like DT of Arsenal Fan TV is doing one as well. And also like Soccer AM, Football Daily. They're doing their own as well. Yeah, but second half underway very shortly. To be fair, we did start late. The game, I think it was like 32, 33 kickoff was. So there we go. I'll look at him again. the zoom got Dortmund fans not happy. But what? The Bayern Munich limbs go wild. Oh, well, look at this. The manager's obviously seen that he's made a mistake. The Dortmund manager, Jadon Sancho, is going to be coming on. It'd be interesting who he brings up, because I thought Thorgan Hazard and Julian Brandt had decent games. Chan's on as well. So now, whoever comes off, they were in my starting 11. I had Chan and Julian Brandt playing two centre midfielders, and then I had Sancho ahead. So if they bring off Dahoud and Delaney, that's the team I had predicted. So Dahoud's on still. So I think it's Delaney off for Chan and Sancho on for Brandt, which I think is a little bit hard. Unless they just need a rest or a break, then that's fine. But I thought they were some of the better players. Is straight from kickoff, Bayern have gone along trying to find a way through. Just give me a second and change a half time to second half. Oh, exactly second. Oh, Bayern might be in here. Hummel's just had to hook it away for a corner. I don't know how that's happened. So I need to get that done, because if I don't get it done now, I'll forget. So, right, here we go. Second half is underway though. Sancho, can he make that difference? He's obviously been one of the best players in the league. 16 assists, 14 goals, involved in 30 goals. Here's Kimmich, a minute in. They scored within a minute against Frankfurt. Can they do it against Dortmund as well? It's headed away by Haaland. Falls to Sancho. He knocks it down to Haaland again. Can't get it under control. And it falls to Davies. Goretzka in a tight space. Lays it off to Coman. Pavard with a little bit of space down the right. Finds Gnabry. Comes inside. And lays it off nicely to Davies. Heavy touch. Can be picked up on by Dahoud. Counter-attacks on. Haaland, can he get there? Bayern deal with it nicely though with Alaba. Davies comes out of it. And Boateng can spray it out wide left to Thomas Muller. Quick start from Bayern again in the second half. Within a minute and a half, they're already beckoning on the Dortmund goal. Boateng, Pavard, back to Neuer. Just keeping possession now. Bayern, because the mentality should be, and they should know that Dortmund have to score. Like, Dortmund could possibly get away with this with a draw, keeping it at 4 points. But they cannot lose this game. As Pavard sends a lovely ball over the top to Coman. He's in behind the defence. Goes across goal. Oh, it's too high and it's too much pressure on the ball and too much power on it. Straight over Lewandowski's head and out for a throw-in on the opposite side. If literally Coman just sprayed that nicely along the ground. So Lewandowski tapping. I think he just got a little bit too excited. It's Emre Can on the ball. A nice dinked pass towards Guerrero, who's getting loads of space on the left. Fantastic ball from Chan. signed from Juventus in January. Guerrero lays it off to Sancho, most expensive value player in the Bundesliga to date right now, 105 million being valued at. Obviously that's only value as well, if you remember that. That's not like what people pay for him. It's Kanji. Sancho on the left, number 7. Cuts past Coman and lays it off to Hummels. Hakimi dinks it, try to find Sancho. Headed away, almost finds Chan. Sees Hazard in space. Decides to go to Hakimi instead. Hazard lays it off to Piszczek. Chan. Keeping possession here, Chan, as he is getting closed down by Kimmich, but he finds a nice ball towards Guerrero on the left. Heavy touch, but hooks it round the corner nicely to Dahoud. His runners to the left and right of him. There's Haaland to the right, Sancho to the left. Hesitates, shoots from afar. Easy save for Manuel Neuer. Haaland not happy with the decision of him to shoot. Better options available. There's one far right as well when he turned. There, he just turned on Kimmich. I think there's a run by Hakimi on the right. Then just wasn't used, and easy save for Neuer. And he kicks it long towards Lewandowski. Kanji wins the header though, and it falls to Dahoud in the midfield. Goes inside nicely to Sancho. There, Muller and Sancho, the two top assisters in the league, battling against each other, but Sancho can spray it wide right to Hakimi. Inside to Sancho, Hakimi. Finds Hazard on the far right, opening the play here. Dortmund try to find a way through this Bayern defence. Piszczek, heavy touch, closed down by Gnabry. Fortunately, Gnabry kicks out for a throw-in though. Well, his interception goes out for a throw-in, so he can just kick it out for a throw-in. Keane with the throw. Finds Dahoud in the midfield. He heads it back to Hummels, operating in that central centre-back position. Guerrero. Dahoud spins nicely. Back to Hummels. 5 minutes into the second half. Still 1-0. Hakimi. Inside to Haaland. Able to spin, but a heavy touch leads Boateng to get the ball. Finds Neuer. Clears it with a left boot towards Thomas Muller. Rises. Goes over his head and finds Gnabry in behind. It's a 3-on-3 here. Gnabry. Coman on the right. Just down the edge of the box. Try to get past Akanji. He gets stood up by Akanji nicely, so he has to lay it back off to Goretzka. Hummels on the left. Muller on the left. Davies. Kimmich. Pavard. Both teams kind of in position here. It's going to be attacking versus defence for the next few minutes, I think. With Bayern Munich trying to find a way through. Alaba. Davies. Tackled by a Dortmund man. Big tackle by Dahoud. Deflects off Kimmich. Falls to the arms of Roma Berkey. With a little bit of sigh of relief there for Dahoud, because if that cannoned off Kimmich and in behind Lewandowski, that would have been panic stations for Dortmund. This is Piszczek. Poor pass. Intercepted by Gnabry. He can try and burst onto the scene here, laying it off to Lewandowski. Good tackle from Dahoud. And Dortmund could come here with a counter-attack. Poor pass again. Intercepted by Goretzka, but falls back to Dortmund. He's been tripped and fouled by Goretzka. Foul. Hakimi down, holding his foot. I think he'll be okay though. It wasn't too badly timed of a challenge. Just dinks it over Goretzka nicely. Wasn't really much contact in it, to be fair, but he won it anyway. Taken short to Piszczek. On the right. Dinked over towards Haaland. He heads it down nicely, Haaland, to Hazard. Tries to get it back to Haaland. He does so just about to find Sancho. To the left of Guerrero. The space on the edge of the box. Oh, try to find Haaland. A little bit of miscommunication there. And Bayern can clear. Hummels, though, wins it with a header from the Bayern clearance. To Hakimi. Dinked over to Akanji. It's a risky ball that by Hakimi to Akanji, but Akanji deals with it and wins the throw-in. Risky pull back by Hakimi, because he got a bit of spin on it and made it hard for Akanji to deal with. 52 minutes played. Dortmund. Oh, Sancho gives it away to Lewandowski. Surrounded straight away by Dortmund players, and Sancho tries to win it back, but Lewandowski keeps it. Muller. Lewandowski 1-2, tries to shoot with the left boot, blocked by Hummels. and it needs to be cleared by Bayern Munich. Chan's on it. Gnabry comes out on top with it though, and finds Goretzka, who can play it to the right to Pavard. Coman, one-on-one with Guerrero. Can he take him on? He will. He gets a cross in. Nicely palmed away by Berkey. But it falls to Sancho. It's a poor touch from Jadon Sancho, and it's Coman on the edge. One back by Dahoud. Again by Bayern. It's one back with a big slide tackle from Muller. Kimmich to Boateng, and he can play it back to Neuer, and a little bit of breathing space really in the game. Sancho giving the ball away way too easily. Nearly cost a goal. It's Alphonso Davies. What a turn. Past the oncoming, I think it was Emre Can there. And Goretzka has it, just patrolling the midfield. Gives it to Pavard on the right. Kimmich. Into Goretzka. Kimmich. Alba. Goretzka. Fortunately forced to Muller and finds Goretzka again. Try to find that bottom left corner. It's a great one-handed save by Roman Berkey. Hakimi can't clear. Gnabry's in behind. Plays it across goal towards Lewandowski. Massive defensive clearance from Mats Hummels. And I think a free kick's been given by the referee on that Lewandowski foul on Hummels. I think he tried to go for the ball, and I think he's ended up kicking Hummels' leg instead, because obviously the ball wasn't there as Hummels cleared. Big save though by Roman Berkey. His ball was bobbling a little bit as well there. Good strong right hand on it from the Goretzka shot. And then obviously well palmed away that other cross by Coman. Bayern's unfortunately not to be 2-0 up here. A little bit shaky from Dortmund. Roman Berkey dinks it towards Thorgan Hazard, tries to get the flick on, but it falls to Hakimi instead, who let it go out for a throw. Throws it quickly to Emre Can, number 27. Oh, he's been took out in the chest there by Goretzka. Don't think it'll be a foul. I don't think it'll be a yellow card though. It wasn't intentional, like try to harm him or anything, but it's a quick one taken. Trying to switch to no one on that left hand side. I'm not sure who that was who was attempting that ball. No, the camera didn't show it anyway, but Bayern have it here. They take it quickly. Coman gets it to Muller, finds Kimmich, which goes back to Manuel Neuer. 10 minutes played in the second half. Dortmund 0, Bayern 1. David Alaba going to go for an audacious switch towards Muller. Can he bring it down? Yeah, he flicks it on nicely to Coman to his right. Just on the edge of the box. Good tackle though from Guerrero. And maybe Jadon Sancho can start a counter-attack for Dortmund. Gets nicely past Muller. Tries to play inside to Hazard. It's blocked, intercepted, but Boateng needs to deal with it. Does so nicely. Finds Goretzka on the halfway. Gnabry's to his left. He'll use him. Slows down the pace of the game a little bit and finds Kimmich. Back to Alaba. No real press on the Austrian centre-back. Benjamin Pavard. Boateng. Pavard. Around the corner to Muller. Finds Goretzka. Muller again. To Lewandowski. Holds it up and lays it off to Gnabry. Ooh, tries to get past Hakimi. Slips in the end. And Hakimi can come out with the ball. And goes around the corner. Try to find Erling Haaland. Their outlet. And he holds it up nicely on this right hand side. Goes past Kimmich. Tries to go inside towards Emre Can. It's deflected. Nearly finds a run of Hazard, but Boateng gets there first. And Neuer can come and clear. Or just lay it off instead to Pavard. Pavard tries to look for a long ball to Coman. It was never really going to work. And Akanji can clean up and lay it off to Dahoud. Finds Hummels. Guerrero. Hazard. Guerrero. Hazard again, just on the left hand side. It's had Dortmund half at the minute. With Akanji. He's going to go for a switch to the right. To Hakimi. Too much on it, too much height. Out for a throw-in. Taken quickly, Gnabry to Kimmich. He's going to go to his left to David Alaba. Gnabry. Inside nicely to Thomas Muller. Nice intercepted though. Dortmund come out with the ball. And Haaland's offside. I'm not sure what's happened. Bayern have really asserted their dominance in this game now. Literally, Dortmund can't get out. They win the ball, they look for Haaland, but he's just isolated on his own, which wasn't the case in the first half. He had quite a bit of support. And like I said, Bayern should know that all they need to do is defend this lead, and they have actually dropped back a little bit in their defensive line. So, you know, they know they have something to defend, so they've just dropped back a little bit, and they're finding it hard. Dortmund find a way through. His Hummels nearly get caught in possession in his own box by Muller. Not only a certain goal, but just keeps hold of it and lays it off to Dahoud. Kanji. Guerrero goes inside towards Haaland, lays it off for Hazard. Nicely found to Dahoud, just inside the Bayern half. Goes to the right to Chan. Hakimi. Men are over here for Dortmund. Hakimi. Sancho. Spins, turns back to Chan. A quick switch towards Thorgan Hazard. He's been found, lays it off to Haaland. He's got a score. Big block from a Bayern Munich defender. And it's Boateng who makes the block. And Haaland should have scored. It's a fantastic switch from Sancho. Finds Haaland in space. Boateng slips. And as he slips, Haaland shoots and he just throttles his body in the way of it. Comes off his upper elbow. And out for a corner to Dortmund. Haaland should have really done a lot better with that. I don't know if that counts as handball in the Bundesliga. As the ball being put in towards Hummels, it's headed away. It's a foul to Bayern Munich. It's a foul on Bayern Munich. Free kick for them. I think it was just a collision of heads between Hummels and I think it was Muller. But Dortmund have come out with nothing from that corner there. Haaland should have scored really. Dinked in. Hummels, Lewandowski just had his arms flailing around and I think just caught the Polish. Been in the wars a little bit, Lewandowski today. Taken quickly, Neuer to Boateng, back to Neuer. Kimmich, pressed by Chan, massive challenge and it's a foul by Emre Can. I don't think he's going to get booked for it. He just wanted to win the ball because if he won the ball, Bayern were on the cosh there. But a little bit too erratic, the foul by Can. It's a free kick which has already been taken to Kimmich. Just lays it off to the right to Pavard. Half an hour to play plus added on time. Bayern still a goal up due to a Kimmich wonder goal. Davis on the left. Goes inside to Goretzka. To his left to Alaba. Really stern control of the game here for Bayern. This is when their quality's coming in a little bit more. They've just got that more, I don't even know what it is. I think it's just more composure, just more the confidence of keeping the ball than Dortmund, because Dortmund is so counter-attacking. So when they have to hold possession, they struggle a little bit. With Bayern, they're fine with having the possession against every team they play. As Hummels finds Hakimi on the right. Goes inside towards Hummels again. Has to put an outstretched leg to play it back to Berkey as the pass was a little misplaced. Lays it back off to Hummels. Piszczek, first time clearance towards Jadon Sancho. Intercepted by Davis. Kimmich tries to help it on towards Moore on the left. Intercepted by Dortmund man. Sancho, dispossessed by Gnabry. Foul given. It was again, it's been a lot of just little battles in the midfield. It's been very scrappy, so it's hard to keep up and commentate on, but it's what the game's been quite full of, to be fair. And a foul was obviously given there for Dortmund. Let's have Berkey. Risky playing here just on the edge of the box here for Dortmund, but they've come out with it, to be fair. And Sancho can have a chance to run at the defence here. Slows it down though. Goes to Akanji. Guerrero's on the left. Got a lot of space but not much support. Guerrero has to go back again to Akanji. They're struggling to find space here, Dortmund. Poor touch though by Chan. And he's dispossessed and Bayern are on the counter-attack. 5 red shirts are running at the yellow defensive wall. Which is intercepted nicely by Piszczek. And Dahoud can find Hakimi. Got Sancho overlapping. Will he use him? They will go for the switch to Guerrero instead. Over Benjamin Pavard. Big chance here. It's actually Thorgan Hazard. Cuts in onto his right. Lays it off to Guerrero. On the edge of the box to Dahoud. Can he get a shot away? No, he can't. Tries to find a pass to Jadon Sancho. Deflected out for a corner. There's chances for both teams still. Dortmund could definitely get a chance here. They just need to be very clinical in their passing and the counter-attacking play. Going Sancho to take. It's going to be an outswinger. Short to Akanji. Laid back off to Sancho. He goes to his left to Hakimi. Dahoud on the edge of the box. All the way over towards Guerrero. Dinks back in towards Piszczek. Over everyone's head. Kimmich has to clear though. With his right boot. Cleared towards Guerrero. Dahoud takes over nicely. Has to head back though to Thorgan Hazard. Hakimi is on the halfway. Finds Piszczek. Can bring the ball forward with Sancho. Tries to go inside. No foul, says the ref. And there's a counter-attack on. It's Muller down the left. Only himself up there. He's going to be joined by Coman and Lewandowski. But a foul's been given on Hakimi. Stops Muller in his tracks. I think it was a foul. I think the referee just got that one right. Because Muller was just about to bring his options into play. But yeah, Bayern Munich, they've won 12 of their last 14 games. Their last loss was in December, 7th of December 2019 against the Mönchengladbach. So, I know we had a 2-month break, but still, take away that 2-month break, that's what 4 months without a loss in football terms. That's ridiculous. And obviously, Dortmund, they've won 9 of their last 11. So Kimmich puts it in, too much weight on the ball, straight out for a goal kick. 63 minutes played. Dortmund 0, Bayern 1. Dortmund need to at least draw this game to keep the gap at 4 points. They can't lose this game. As Berkey plays it nicely to Guerrero. Well brought down as well. Chan. High line and high press here from Bayern. Try to catch Dortmund out. But nicely spun there. Oh, it's a great play from Guerrero to keep the ball for Dortmund. And they've opened up space on the right to Sancho. Hakimi has to turn back towards Chan on the halfway. Hazard on the far left. Heads back to Guerrero. Across to Chan. Sancho just dropping a little bit deeper for the ball. Finds Hakimi struggling to break down this resolute Bayern Munich defence at the minute when they've got the ball. Borussia Dortmund. Guerrero finds Dahoud. Keeps it in play. No, he doesn't. I thought he just kept that in play, but got in between the 2 Bayern Munich defenders nicely and was about to lay it off, but couldn't quite keep the ball in on the far left. Kimmich. Boateng. It's Alaba just across their back line here, just in front of their own box. Not much press on the man on the ball from Borussia Dortmund. David Alaba. Boateng. Pavard. Coman. Back to Pavard. Just again, possession play here with 25 minutes to go. I feel like there's another chance in this game. I don't know when it'll come because they're so evenly matched. Dortmund and Bayern. The long ball's been intercepted by Dortmund, but they've won it back by a minute with Thomas Muller on the halfway on the right hand side. It's got Pavard. Coman's in behind there. Good interception though by Guerrero, and it's a late challenge on Akanji by Thomas Muller. He realises he just got that a little bit wrong. And it'll be a free kick and a yellow card. I think it was just a yellow. It was late, but Muller did realise as soon as he committed the foul that it was a foul. It was a foul and a yellow card. Obviously, very experienced Thomas Muller. He has 100 German caps, with alongside that with 38 goals. As a real long servant at Bayern Munich. A great professional. Not that time though, as he gives a foul and a yellow card. It's Coman with the ball from the free kick. Guerrero wins it. It's in the air. Dahoud has it. Haaland's making a run in behind. Doesn't use him. He's surrounded by Bayern Munich players, and it's a foul given by Dahoud. And Bayern Munich players surrounded the ref there as they thought it was a little bit of a late and high challenge, but it's only a yellow. Dahoud this time getting the yellow card. Had Haaland making a run, didn't use him, just got surrounded and then lost it. And put in a big challenge. Got the ball first and then just caught Kimmich's left boot. And it was a foul. But Dortmund have really struggled in this. Hard to get a grip in the game. Been a little bit stuck on what to do. It's David Alaba. Boateng. Haaland really getting frustrated now up front. Just the press that he's doing just isn't doing anything, and he's not getting much help from his teammates, and he's not having many touches of the ball. And don't forget as well, if you do have BT Sport, or you can get a stream, there isn't more football later on today. This was an early kick-off. There's some more games at 7:30 if you're interested. I won't be commentating on them. I'll be watching them. But there's like Wolfsburg, Frankfurt, No, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen, Frankfurt, Freiburg. There's some other games on if you're interested. So throw-in's been given here to Bayern just on the left. But Dortmund have really struggled this half. So Alphonso Davies, the throw-in on the left. Only as far as Piszczek, who heads it down to Dahoud, lays it off to Hummels. Looks back to Akanji. Finds Hakimi on the right. A little bit of space. Closed down by Muller. Sancho. Hakimi. Sancho again. Blocked by Kimmich, but falls nicely to Piszczek. Has to use Berkey in goal. Joined in 2015 from Freiburg. Roman Berkey. Hakimi on the ball though on the right. Dispossessed by Bayern players. I think he was just tripped though by Lewandowski as he was getting the pass away. It's going to be substitution here for Dortmund. I'm not sure. Is that Reina? I'm not sure who this is. I can't quite see. I think he's definitely had a lockdown haircut because he's got a skinhead. Is it Sancho? Deep. I think Sancho needs to get a bit more further up the pitch. He keeps dropping really deep for the ball. As it's Guerrero on the left. Bursting forward. A little bit of space. Finds Sancho's. Come central. Found Chan. He's going to shoot long range. Blocked. Poor decision by Emre Can. But Lucas Piszczek can pick up the pieces. And go to Akanji. Torgan Hazard. Finds Sancho in a nice little bit of space. But has to head back to Dahoud. All on the left hand side this. Goes more central towards Chan. Guerrero. Akanji. Hazard. Finds Dahoud very nicely. Cuts back. Loses the ball though to a Bayern player. Good defending by Bayern Munich. They've been so resolute in this whole game really. Especially the second half though. Silenced Haaland completely in Sancho and in Torgan Hazard. They've done that ridiculously well. As we've got Goretzka on the ball. Slowing the game down just a little bit. It's David Alaba. Kimmich. David Alaba. Finds Lewandowski nicely in space. Met by Hummels. Tackled by Hummels. Bayern win the throw. Lewandowski hasn't quite had the rub of the green today as well. To be fair. It's Kimmich. It's Davis. Alaba. 20 minutes to go. Plus additional time. Boateng on it. With Pavard. Boateng again. Finds David Alaba. Gnabry's on the left. He's got Davis overlapping. Won't use him. Or will he? He will use him. Not during his overlapping run. Davis. Dispossessed on the ball by Hakimi. Finds Hazard. Laid off to Chan. Finds Dahoud. Sancho. Back to Dahoud. Guerrero. Sancho again. Just inside the Dortmund half here. Try to get out. Something they can't do. They could do it here though. With Dahoud. Finds a lovely sweat ball over to Jadon Sancho. He's in behind here, Jadon Sancho. Dinks it towards Haaland. He nearly goes all the way in as he curls it. It's only as far as a goal kick. Seems like Haaland's struggling here. He's having a chat with Manuel Neuer, but Sancho lovely dinks ball in with a lot of curl on. Haaland couldn't get there. Neuer knew that he was going wide. It's Haaland's actually the man who's off for Reina. Haaland's game is finished. He did fall over there. They had this substitute ready, to be fair, for around 2-3 minutes. So it's not just like he's bottled it or anything. But Haaland's off. He's limping a little bit. Don't look too serious, but I'm not sure. But Haaland's off for Giovanni Reina. And as well with Giovanni Reina, he's only, 17 years old? No league goals. It's a counter-attack here, and it's Thomas Muller. Finds Coman on the right, in the box. First time cross back over towards Gnabry. Poor decision-making by Coman. Today, it's Kimmich. Davies on the left. Lewandowski. Davis again. Just keeping it once again back. That was a poor decision though from Coman because he was in behind. To be fair to him, and then he's just gone for this ridiculous switch ball to Gnabry. But Pavard goes down the line towards Thomas Muller. Guerrero's not going to get there first. Muller has.
Dinks a lovely ball in towards Benjamin Pavard, and Piszczek's there to cover, and it's going to be a foul as Pavard just caught Piszczek as he was going for the ball. Unfortunate foul to give away there but by Pavard. Didn't really mean to take out Piszczek, but this happens. Good covering by Piszczek though, as Ivan Perisic will enter. I was really disappointed with Perisic on Saturday against Frankfurt, but Koeman, who I thought was really good against Frankfurt, is coming off as he wasn't too good today. So hopefully Perisic can make that difference for Bayern Munich. 17 league appearances, 4 goals, 5 assists. With Perisic, hopefully he can make a difference. As it's Roman Berkey, goes short to his left to Akanji, just inside his own box from the free kick. Sweeps it in towards Torgan Hazard. Sancho tries to make something of it, but Bayern win it back. Even Perisic tries to find Lewandowski, does so, tries the back heel, loses it to Hummels. So no really out-and-out striker now for Dortmund on the pitch. Haaland obviously has been substituted. But there's a little run on here for Hakimi down the right. He's ahead of Kimmich, but what a challenge from Joshua Kimmich. But it comes out back to Reina. He's been tackled by Davis from behind. Foul given, and around 22, 23 yards out. A foul's been given by the referee for Dortmund. Davis with the yellow card. Furious was Bayern Munich with that. Giovanni Reina just got on from a loose ball. He's completely won the ball. It's not foul at all. And a booking. Nowhere near. Shocking reffing. Shocking. Not a foul in any circumstance by Alphonso Davies on the edge of the box. Cleanly got the ball. Shocking refereeing. No wonder there was so much disgust from the Bayern Munich defenders. But Alphonso Davies' goal was his first goal since match day 3. So obviously it wasn't when he scored against Frankfurt on Saturday. It's going to be... Who's over it? Hakimi's over it. Also is Guerrero. Guerrero takes it around the wall. Easy collect for Neuer. Deserved that because that wasn't a foul at all. If I'm going to be completely honest. Shocking free kick as well. Just as bad as the referee decision that was just made. As Neuer will send it long to the left. Try to find Thomas Muller. Too much on it. We're throwing for Dortmund. 15 minutes to go. Still 1-0. Dortmund need a goal. They need a draw out this game. They won't deserve it on this second half showing. Bayern Munich completely deserve the 3 points. Especially with that Kimmich goal as well. But you just never know football. As Hummels heads it away. Boateng with an easy header to the left. Falls to Hakimi. He hooks it away with the left boot. Towards Torgan Hazard. Can Alaba deal with it? He does. Headed it behind him. Always finds Reina. Finds Sancho, brings it down nicely on the right hand side. Dispossessed. Bayern can come out of the ball. Muller. Kimmich, a lovely outside of the foot pass to Alphonso Davies down the left. He's got Muller, Lewandowski and Gnabry with him. He looks for Muller. He goes one more towards Gnabry. Can't quite bring it down. Can he avoid the goal kick? He can. Towards the corner flag is Gnabry on the right. He's got to take on Guerrero. He'll just lay it off to Kimmich instead. Out of his feet. Bends it in, headed away by box to Perisic, turns, strikes on the left boot. Silly decision from Ivan Perisic. Goal kick for Dortmund. Obviously Perisic, a former Dortmund player as well. Made 64 appearances for Borussia Dortmund, scoring 12, and 7 assists. And when he's played against Dortmund, because obviously he played for Wolfsburg as well, he's actually got 2 goals and an assist. It's Guerrero on the left. Finds Reina. The Hood. They're in behind here, Dortmund, on the left with Sancho. Needs to pick the right option. He's met with Kimmich. Lays off to the Hood on the edge of the box. There's a chance to shoot. He'll take it. Blocked, but it falls to Guerrero. Torgan Hazard on the left. Cutting on to his right. Lays it off to Emre Can on the edge of the box. Goes to the right. Puts it across goal. Oh, what a chance for Torgan Hazard. And he puts it wide. He's met with disgust with Jerome Boateng because he thinks he's claimed he's dived. I think it'll be checked by VAR as the ball was put in by Chan. It just, lashes it across goal. Oh, he was offside anyway. Hazard got there and just fell over. Yeah, it was a dive. He was offside anyway, so he wouldn't have counted if the goal went in. Good, big chance, about 6 yards out. Just swept it wide. Torgan Hazard. But he was offside as well. Be a free kick to Bayern Munich. Neuer will take. Goes long to the left towards Ivan Perisic. Hummels wins the header though. Falls only as far as Davies. Closed down by multiple Dortmund players, but finds Alaba. Try to do a little bit too much here, David Alaba. Just needs to release it, but he's fouled by Torgan Hazard round the halfway line on the left-hand side. So fortunately for David Alaba, gets away with that one. Jerome Boateng on the ball. Finds Pavard on the right. First time clearance down the line towards Gnabry. Slices it out for a throw-in. Mario Götze, who will be a free man. That sounds like he's just gone out of prison. He'll be free of a club come the end of the year. The 27-year-old, that's all he is. I was surprised when I found out he was only 27. He's being released by Borussia Dortmund at the end of his contract, so he'll be a free agent, available to maybe some Premier League clubs if they're after a player like Mario Götze. Obviously a lot of experience within him. World Cup winner, got the World Cup winning goal actually against Argentina in extra time. One of the most boring World Cup finals. So we've got Dahoud, sprays it to the right. Hakimi, they need to find a way through here, Dortmund, to maybe make somewhat of a clear-cut chance, but they haven't been able to do so in this half. Hummels thinks it very nicely to Guerrero on the left. Sancho, around 35 yards out, it's Emre Can. He's going to wind up to shoot. No, he won't. He'll lay it off to Hakimi instead. He could put ball in a cross goal well, dealt with by David Alaba, out for a throw-in in the final third. Again, it's just half chances, mainly. Mario Götze will be coming on now to replace Lucas Piszczek, so it could be a back four that they are resolving to here. Borussia Dortmund, sorry for this, they will be barking, there's someone entering the house. But yeah, Piszczek is off. I think they'll go to a back four, add an extra Saka into the game. I think it's the right decision by Lucien Favre, the Dortmund manager. But Mario Götze, played for both Dortmund and Bayern Munich. He'll be like their kind of striker. As Sancho, lovely switch to the right. Finds Reina. Lays it inside to Götze. Poor touch, but he falls nicely to Hazard. Dahoud on the edge. He strikes it with the left foot. Fantastic shot. Fantastic save by Neuer. Needs to be cleared by Bayern Munich, but he's offside from the rebound of the shot. The shot, a lot of venom in it by Dahoud. I think it's just a one-handed save as well by Neuer. Yeah, just one arm in the air, pushes it out. Good power from Dahoud, not much direction on it. Easy save realistically for Neuer. And with 10 minutes to go, still 1-0. Manuel Neuer sends it long, and he finds Gnabry nicely in behind. Hummels has to meet it. Poor pass to Guerrero, really wasn't on the same wavelength there. And Lewandowski just lay it off to Pavard. Dinks it over the top, back to Lewandowski towards the corner flag on the right hand side. Fantastically found. He gets a ball in, it's flicked on. It comes to the back post of Muller. Tries to lay off Perisic. Intercepted though as far as Davis on the edge of the box. He crosses it back in towards Lewandowski. Berkey meets it and has the ball in his grasp. You feel like Bayern can score with any attack they have at the minute in terms of just, fear for Dortmund's defence. Obviously they've had to change tactic. Hakimi inside to Götze, first time ball, try to find Reina on the right hand side. Alaba will come and cover. Just lay it off to Neuer, has to make a quick decision here, Manuel Neuer. He'll decide to go long. To the left again. And it's found Muller nicely from an Ivan Perisic flick on. Muller will keep running with it. Lay it off to Perisic. Davis just slowing the attack down now. Davis goes back to Kimmich. David Alaba. Boateng. Back to Manuel Neuer in net. I think Boateng might be signalling to come off here, I think. Seems to be just limping around just a little bit, not dangerously or anything like it's a proper injury. It's Neuer with the long ball towards Muller, heads it down nicely to Lewandowski, plays it into the path of Gnabry, back to Lewandowski to complete the 1-2, on the edge of the box, strikes it with the left foot just wide of the post. Or was it, or did it hit the post? I think it hit the post and came out to Gnabry. Deflection off Hummels. Oh, it came off the post. and bounced off Gnabry. He had no time to react. He would have been offside anyway. And put it way over the bar. I didn't even know he hit the post. That looked like he just went straight. Like, it looks like he clipped the post and went wide. Massive chance for Dortmund. Big deflection off Hummels it did take. As Goetze finds it in the midfield. De Hood loses it. Bayern regain possession with 7 minutes to go. Boateng dinks it towards Perisic on the left. Hummels can't win the header. It's fell to Lewandowski right on the edge. Akanji can deal with it nicely. Muller to Gnabry on the right. Kimmich, Gnabry, back to Pavard again, keeping the ball. Bayern need to start looking dangerous as soon as they can, because soon enough it's going to be 2-3 minutes left and it's not going to have enough time to create anything. So Hummels wins the header from the long clearance from Neuer, finds De Hood. Big challenge from Kimmich comes in, but De Hood can keep the ball and evade the challenge. It's switched to the left to Hazard. It's headed down to Goetze, lays it back off nicely to Hazard. Goes central to De Hood. Chan De Hood again. Guerrero to his left, he'll use him. Tries to get it to the left. Does get it to Goetze. Guerrero, Goetze flicks it up in the air. Be an easy clearance for Boateng, high and wide. Yeah, Boateng's game is done. It looks like his hamstring maybe is going to be the issue. Is he just wobbling a little bit, just limping? And it will be. This is the substitution they made on Saturday. Lucas Hernandez coming on, the £68 million signing in the summer, comes on at centre back for Jerome Boateng. And Axel Witsel will be coming on for De Hood, who, to be fair to him, has tried everything he can for Dortmund to try and find a way through. He's worked his absolute socks off, Mahmoud De Hood. So he can only have his head held high. Yes, he made a few mistakes, but he just did not stop running in that midfield. So, even though he's like the fourth choice midfielder, he's played really well tonight. De Hood, but Witsel will come on. He's been hit with injury, but it's Goetze. Hazard. Guerrero's going to try and overlap on the left. Hazard tries to go on his own. He's still got the ball, to be fair to him. Pavard tackles and goes out for a throw-in for Dortmund. Goetze throws it quickly towards Sancho. Takes it in his stride. Goetze again, on the left. Finds Guerrero, edge of the box. Reina to Witsel. Has to turn back though to Hummels. Sprayed nicely to Hakimi. Brings it down, lays it back off to Witsel. Spaces occurred on the right for Reina. Born in Durham. Can he find that chance? It's Chan. Reina on the right. He's got space. Can he just get across, find that pass? Seems like they keep having to go backwards, Dortmund. Chan across to Hummels. 5 minutes to go. Can we find a winning goal? Hummels. Long ball to the right to Reina. Can't bring it down. He can't even win a corner. Davies holds it out nicely to win the goal kick. Javi Martinez, the Spaniard, will be coming on. 12 league appearances, injured for 8 games, sent off against Mönchengladbach and played centre back in the reverse fixture. He'll be coming on soon. Don't think they'll be making the substitution now, but they will be. Not sure who it would be for. I think it would be for maybe like a Muller to put an extra holding midfielder in. As Neuer sends it long. Lewandowski wins the flick on. Well, as far as Akanji, who can lay it off to Roman Berkey. Decides not to in turn. It's a good decision, to be fair, Akanji. Could have been under a lot of pressure there, but Dortmund's come out of it nicely with... I need to stop saying nicely. I'm saying it so often. As they've lost the ball here, Bayern, and they've got a Dortmund throw in. Here's the change. 22 is coming off for Bayern Munich. Gnabry. I thought he was going to be like either Gnabry or Muller, one of those Roman attacking midfielders. So it's an extra defensive body now, just making it 10 times harder for Dortmund to break through with 3 minutes plus added on time to go. And there won't be much added on time, I don't think. I think there will be 2 minutes, maybe max 3. It's Guerrero on the left. Witsel goes across to Chan. There's been no clear-cut chances really for Dortmund in the second half that's been worth shouting about. And the one that they did have was offside anyway. So even if it had gone in, it wouldn't have mattered. is a long ball from Dortmund, cannons off Muller, and has to be dealt with by Lucas Hernandez. Out for a throw. Taken quickly, Sancho back to Goetze. A switch is on, oh, what a ball to Hakimi by Goetze, great vision. Hakimi against Perisic, big tackle from the Croatian. Scored in that World Cup final against France. He gets it away as far as a Dortmund man. He's gone back in behind and Goetze can't keep it out from going from a goal kick. Out, and it's an attack that is dead again. 2 minutes to go plus added on time. Still 1-0. To keep this title challenge alive, Dortmund cannot lose. A draw will do. Keep 4 points behind Bayern. It's better than 7. Obviously, a win to make it 1 point would have been the best for Dortmund. But obviously, so late on now, a draw is probably the best they can get. So they need to nick it. 4 points isn't that far. Javi Martinez wins the header from a long Neuer kick. The second is won by Hummels though. Dortmund, can they come out with the ball? Hakimi, it's been very scrappy in the midfield for a lot of the game as Perisic does come out with it on the left. Can swing it across. Can't be dealt with effectively by Dortmund. And he falls Javi Martinez on the edge of the box. Tries to cross it towards Lewandowski. Cleared. Going as far as Goretzka on the edge of the box. Gets into the box. Tries to find a space to shoot. Lewandowski. Goretzka lays it off to Muller. Cleared away by his feet. And Berkey can get a hold of it. As Haaland just tries to sneak away and to look into what's going on the pitch. Hakimi. Emre Can. Akanji. 50 seconds left of the 90. Axel Witsel. To Akanji again. Can they just find a way through? It's a spray ball towards Sancho. What a ball by Akanji. Sancho gets in front of Perisic. Alphonso Davies is slipped. Sancho tries to go inside to Guerrero. Intercepted by Martinez. And Bayern can come out of the ball with Goretzka. And he's been fouled cheaply by Guerrero. And with 30 seconds to go in the 90. It's a fantastic free kick that's been won by Goretzka. We'll take the time with this as well. It's been the biggest clean sheet out of them all for Bayern Munich. It'll be their 12th. 40% or 40.7% of the games this season, Bayern Munich have kept a clean sheet. It is 3 minutes added on. It's probably the maximum they would have given anyway. I thought maybe 2, but 3 is what they've give. And it's Kimmich on the ball to Pavard. It's to head back to Manuel Neuer. Cleared first time towards Lewandowski. Well, Muller takes over and flicks it onto Lewandowski. He's in the box. Akanji wins it. Knocks over Lewandowski. Goal kick given, says the referee. You're going to let VAR check it. As it was a sprint race, he's just soldier barged him to the ground. That shouldn't be a foul. That shouldn't be a penalty, and it isn't. Goal kick will be given, and he's taken. Oh, a heavy touch from Hakimi means he has to try and dash it towards Sancho when he's lost it, but a poor dinks pass by Bayern Munich. Hold on, what's going on here? The referee's been told to go and talk to Bayern Munich manager. Hold on 2 seconds. For some reason, the Bayern Munich manager's name has just gone out of my head. Oh yeah, Hans-Dieter Flick. I don't think he was happy with the challenge on Lewandowski. Flick, the head just went out. The name went out of my head there. I think he just had a word there. The referee telling him to probably shut up. As Hummels is now playing as a centre forward, now trying to help the flick-ons, and it's Reina on the left. Minute and a half to play. Reina. Can he find a cross or a shot maybe? Goes instead to the right. Nice ball to Hakimi. He's got to find the cross now. The Moroccan finds a cross, headed away by Kimmich. Falls to Emre Can. Hooks back in. Oh, there's no Dortmund players making a run for it. And it can let it fall to Manuel Neuer. And he'll pick it up. And with a minute to go, we've played 2 minutes of the 3 added on. Bayern could be holding out for the win here due to a fantastic chipped goal by Joshua Kimmich, who's been my man of the match. Had a fantastic game in the centre of midfield. As Roman Berkey has it now from the long Neuer goal kick. He plays it towards Sancho. It's nicely won by Goretzka. Hakimi lets it run. With 40 seconds to go, deep inside the Dortmund half, I don't think they'll have another chance for a goal here. Reina sends it long down the left towards the right, where Sancho is being kept. Can't win it. Forced to Alaba, who can clear. Muller can't win a flick on. Forced to Berkey. 20 seconds to go. Guerrero down the left inside his own half. Sancho. 10 seconds to go. Akanji, they need to get a ball in the box. Last attack. Witsel. Goetze. Oh, it's a poor dinks ball in. Straight into the hands of Manuel Neuer. We've played the 3 minutes, and that'll be full time surely now. The ref hasn't blown his whistle, but Bayern will be 7 points ahead now, and I think this game has won them the title. Javi Martinez to Goretzka. Finds Lewandowski on the left-hand side. We've played 20 more seconds of the 3 that he's been added on. Goretzka wins it. Back to Lewandowski. He's inside the box. Can he finish it? Lewandowski blocked by Witsel. And that is full time. It's a huge win for Bayern Munich. Kimmich is delighted. The passion he's just shown. He's just screamed with delight with that win. He is the reason they've won the game. Just before half-time in the 43rd minute, Kimmich dinked it over Roman Berkey on the edge of the box. Very cheeky chip. And it's gave Bayern the 3 points. They're 7 points ahead in the title race. And that could be it for Borussia Dortmund for another year. It'll be 8 in a row for Bayern Munich, and Dortmund maybe next season when they've had Haaland, because obviously they only got Haaland in January and Chan. Maybe next season they could mount a bigger title race or title challenge. I think it was a little bit too little, too late by Dortmund, especially in this game. Never mind the season. But Bayern come out victorious. Massive win in the title. Massive. 7 points ahead. And I think that is the title race done, because I can't see any team beating this Bayern Munich team. They are so good. They weren't even really playing in the highest gear in this second half. Bayern Munich were just passing it around the back. Dortmund was so poor that I don't think Bayern really had to try as hard as they would probably thought they needed to. Lewandowski obviously without the goal, but they're going to show this Kimmich goal again. He picked it up. They tried a 1-2, Coman and Muller, but it fell to Kimmich on the edge of the box. Had a look at the goalkeeper. He's like, what a goal from a holding midfielder. Berkey got a touch to it. Couldn't keep it out. And that was the difference in the game. Haaland obviously had that great chance where he was blocked by Boateng. He slipped and somehow threw his shoulder in the way of it. That was heroic defending from Boateng. Obviously that was Haaland's only big chance, I'd say, after he was subbed off. But especially in the second half, chances a few. Bayern come out on top. The first half was amazing. The second half was a little bit slower. But there we go. 13 plus goal difference. 8 games to go. 7 points ahead. I feel like this could be Bayern's title once again. Anyway, that is going to be the end of the commentary for today. It's almost like my dogs knew that this was going to be the end of the commentary. It's like, let's just ruin it right at the end. But there is more games on later on tonight. If you've got BT Sport, they're on tomorrow as well. They're on Saturday. I'll be coming back for the 6th of June. Bayern versus Leverkusen. It'll be a massive game for the Champions League for Leverkusen, and it could be a massive indicator to see if Bayern Munich can push on with their title defence. But I hope you enjoyed. This is the end of the El Clasico. It finishes Dortmund 0, Bayern 1, separated by a fantastic Kimmich finish, and that could be the goal that gives Bayern Munich the title. Like and subscribe. Be back for the 6th of June, and enjoy the rest of your week, and make sure you're watching all the football that is on. So enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you hopefully for the next one on the 6th of June.